Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. In this video, I am covering the Moonshine Scav runs. Together, I've been able to acquire 100 screenshots of Moonshine runs using the Scav run within the hideout, and I'm going to cover all the things you need to know about this and why it's important to know. So guys, without further ado, let's crack straight into it. So with the upcoming change to Escape from Tarkov, with the Find in Raid feature being the only way you can sell items on the flea market, and there's still plenty of tasks that require you to have items found in Raid, being able to get items from a different way than being within a raid is actually going to be a really handy way of progressing through the gameplay itself. Whilst also being able to use this Found in Raid option to be able to sell stuff on the flea market and make some serious coin. Now, to be able to do a Moonshine run, you need to go into the hideout, have the Scav Case available, the Scav runs available, and it takes about 4 hours to do a Scav run for Moonshine and then get the results back from there. Now, I've got all this information available to you via a spreadsheet. I'll have that in the link down below in the description. You can look through it and see how the results of the 100 runs went. But just by selling these items to vendor, you can make about 193,000 rubles per run. That's just vendoring this stuff. So if you can actually acquire the Moonshine to be able to make this run without even selling any of it on the flea market, you are going to make a minimum 193,000 or an average 193,000 a run. So the chance of losing money from doing this is very minimal, and the amount of profit possibility is actually extremely high. The number one item that actually does come in very often is the flash drives on 23% of the time. And that is just by itself, it's going to be a massive item early on in the first couple of months of a wipe, as well as being able to use it for your own task itself. Now, before I go any further with notable items, I've already done a video on Intel documents and why the Intel document run is very important, and you should definitely watch that video as well, and I'll put a link down to that one below as well, or maybe I'll have it up in the top. So then that way you can actually compare which one will be better for you in your situation. Now, the Moonshine has quite different items available compared to the actual Intel docs, but there's still a very high concentration of flash drives, which is going to be very handy. The fuel conditioners, they vendor for about 100,000 rubles by themselves, but on top of that, you need 4 of them for tasks found in raid. So it's probably the best way of getting fuel conditioners without having to go labs, because on interchange you can find them, on duffel bags you can find them, but in labs it's the most consistent spot, but it's very high risk for them. On top of that, you can get slick armors, which are going to sell for an amazing amount of money early on in a wipe, and they're very useful. And you can also get a 6% chance to get Intel docs that you could use on other scav runs as well if you're low on Moonshine. The last one that I really want to point out here is the actual combination of how many of the streamer items you can get from the Moonshine. Now, if you are going to be progressing towards the Kappa container, you will need to complete every task in the game, and the final task will be the collector. Currently, we don't know what the collector is going to look like post-wipe after the new update, if it's going to be exactly the same or not, but there has been a large amount of new streamer items being added to the game, and if this collector's task has had them added as well, there is going to be it'll be quite difficult to get them all by the time you actually get to the quest. So this will be another option that you can have to have a bit of a gamble, I guess, at getting some of the items you may not already have. Make sure you go down below to check out that spreadsheet, go through some of the items. It's actually quite good items, and with the barter items available as well, you'll be able to sell them on the flea market for the hideout upgrades. You are going to make incredible amount of money from scav runs. I'd almost rather have the scav run happening instead of the Bitcoin farm happening. I'm obviously going to try and get both done, but that factor of the scav run having such a high potential chance is going to be something I'm going to be going for very quickly. So to finish this one up, going to the hideout and getting to the scav case, being able to do scav runs is going to be a very important thing next wipe. And if you're watching this video next wipe, then you'll already have realized how the potential this will have. and it's going to make you a lot of money. The barter trade items, the fuel conditions, slick armors, and just all the other stuff in between, and getting towards that Kappa container is all going to be beneficial from this run. And on top of that, if you haven't checked out my intel guide on this as well, go check out the intel and get the spreadsheet for that one there. Knowledge is power in Escape from Tarkov. If you haven't learned that already, then you're going to learn it very quickly. Guys, I'll finish this one up here. Thanks for watching. Go smash that like button to help out with the YouTube algorithm. It makes an amazing difference when it comes to discoverability of YouTube videos, and I'm trying really hard to improve the production quality with my new editors. They've been doing an amazing job, as well as just trying to build up my channel as a whole. So guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, smash that bell for future notifications, because there's plenty of guides going to be coming out during the wipe, and just in the future I'm pumping out these videos like crazy. And if you have any Tarkov questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments down below or on my live stream. I do stream on Twitch every day of the week, so go down the link below, give me a follow over there. And lastly guys, I'll see you next time.